What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Charlton Athletic Career Mode. It is time for episode 3 today. You have been putting all sorts of comments on the first 2 episodes, by the way. I've been reading through them, and someone suggested getting Lanez back. I think he's too high rated now. Diego Lanez, obviously the legend of the FIFA 19 career mode. I think he's like a 77 rated now. I think he got a big La Liga move in real life. So just saying, I uncovered the geezer before he actually became a big time star. But, you know, I'll have a look, but I think he's going to be a little bit too good for us at this stage and a little bit too expensive. We've had other comments. We've had people suggesting to scout in China. We've had people suggesting all sorts of different players, goalkeepers. Somebody asked for a left winger. We actually already did bring in Smith Rowe, and just loads of people have been commenting. But guys, the point of that being, please keep that up because it really helps me have ideas for different players to sign, different things to do, and make sure that I don't miss anything as well. But here is what is in store for today's episode. By the way, August, an insanely busy month. We are going to carry on, by the way, with the Player of the Month award, which we did in FIFA 19. I thought it worked really well. I thought people enjoyed it, and it created debate in the comments as well. So we're going to continue with that. That's September. Let's go back here to August. So today we've got Stoke, we've got Southend in the Cup, and we then have Barnsley away. As the simulated games actually take a lot less time now, we might actually start doing 4 episodes per game, Sim 3 and Play 1. Maybe sometimes we'll Play 2 and Sim 2. Depending on the difficulty of the fixtures and that sort of thing. But I think today, we'll be all right to Sim 3 here. I do, but we'll see how it goes anyway. That is what is in store for today's episode. Nobody really commented on the fact that because I was kind of asking, wasn't I? Like, I said 2 transfers. I said I limited myself to 2, and nobody really commented on the fact, you know, like, should I have 2 or should I have more? And that leads me to think that nobody was really that bothered. So I think what I might do is sign one more player. Again, if you have any input into that, leave it in the comments, and I'll see, because I don't know how much of the actual transfer window we're going to get into in this episode. Well, I mean, we've got a good month left, so I imagine there'll still be a lot of time to deal with transfer proceedings after this episode. But then I am bulk recording one straight after, so yeah. I'll say, look, comment on whether you think I should have 2 or more down below. And it may or may not get used, your advice, because I don't know how far we're going to go in the next 2 episodes. Anyway, guys, I'll stop rambling. We are actually, look at that, Kyle, top scorer in the championship after 1 game. A lot of you guys also pointed out, I say a lot, like literally like 1 or 2 people pointed out, that Blackburn didn't field their strongest team. They had like 2 or 3 players only that normally get into their first team, and the rest were youth players. Now, I think this is a well-documented glitch in FIFA career mode at the moment. They may well have patched it, I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes in future games and stuff, but it seems like occasionally teams are going to be playing their like weakened teams against us. There is a glitch where you can go in and select the opposition's team for them, but I don't like the idea of that, because you don't know if they're fatigued, you don't know if you're actually worsening them, giving them injury risks, and I don't want to interfere with the league too much. But anyway, boss, I'm fully recovered, says Johnny Williams, after his sprained ankle injury. He's hoping that I'll put him back in a squad today. Listen, Johnny, don't be impatient. You'll be back, but it'll take a while. See you back in action. I feel like Johnny just wants me to say that, really. Yeah, fair enough. I look forward to seeing you back in action, and I hope you'll be at the peak of your game. Yeah, it doesn't give too much away. It's not like you're going to start next game, Johnny. It's just like, yeah, welcome back, bro. Glad you're fit and glad you took the time to come out to speak to me. So, Tom Ahmed, here we go. This is a great little segue here. Tom Ahmed, a 69 rated. He's going to cost us somewhere in the region of £750,000. If I were to restart this career mode, and I could do it off screen and get me to the point, you know, whatever time they release the update where we have Hemed and Matthews, I could restart it, make the same signings, get up to the point we're at and continue, if that makes sense. I don't know whether to do that. Again, that's another one for the comments. Smack it down in the comments what you think I should do in that regard. But Tom Ahmed here, 32 years old, 750 grand and 69 rated. He is also expiring his contract in 11 months, so we might actually be able to get him on a free in January. So I might just hold off that one for now. Again, let me know down below what you think about that. And yeah, I think I am going to make another signing in this episode, hopefully. We've got a fair bit of money to do so. So we'll see. So we're going to get right into things. We've got a game against Stoke City on the 10th of August at the Valley. This will be the first game that I play at the Valley. Let's see how the Forest Park Stadium, whatever bloody hell it's called, looks on this game. We have a red kit versus a black kit. I like that, to be fair. Let's actually have a look. Can we have a look? Oh no, that's just my formations. I want to see what sort of team Stoke are going to field, but I think we're going to have to wait until we get into the actual game. So let's see if Stoke, because I'm a bit more familiar with Stoke than Blackburn, for example, their first 11 and stuff like that. So I'll see if that glitch is persisting in this game, because really you want teams to be fielding their competitive 11 against you, don't you? And the strange thing is actually that FIFA officially reported that one of the things they've improved is that teams will be playing stronger 11s against you, which just doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to have literally gone backwards. Anyway, guys, let's get into this game. Charlton v Stoke at the Valley. Hey, man, stop showing me the backs of players. I really want to see some of these game faces. I want to see, in particular, Lyle Taylor. He hasn't scored yet, so I haven't got that close-up celebration shot of him at all, anything like that. So I really want to see what his face looks like. They haven't got his goatee, I don't think. Anyway, this is how we're lining up. Literally the same as last time with one change, and that is Reece James, not Daniel James of Man United, which I was saying last time in the last episode. He comes in at right back to replace Chris Solly. Solly's done nothing wrong. There is just a big gap in rating between the two of them. 5 places. I think Solly's 68 and James is at 73. They will rotate over the season, but for now, Jason Pearce takes the armband. By the way, I just see Lecco there. Lecco actually looks quite like himself. And then here is the Stoke City lineup. Okay, yeah, they've gone for a strong lineup here, to be fair. I don't have any complaints about that. They've got Tyrese Campbell starting, Lee Gregory as well up top. But in goal, they have Jack Butland. They have Ward on the left, Edwards on the right of defence, Shawcross, the captain, in the middle with Lindsay, Jordan Cousins, an ex-Addicks, and Dye, Allen, and Ince in the middle. And then, as I said, Gregory and Campbell up front. Again, that's a pretty strong 11. I think Stoke have just come off the back of a 5-0 victory. There is Lyle Taylor. They have given him a sort of half goatee. Does he? I'm trying to picture Lyle Taylor's facial hair. It was a weird moment on YouTube for me. Pretty poignant. I don't know. Either way, let's go into the game and see if we can actually get that goal with Lyle Taylor so that we can actually see his face. Forster Kasky, calm. Taylor, work that. Where's your run, Taylor? Oztuma's doing nice little bits of dribbling for you. Try to squeeze it through, and we don't manage to get it through to the runner, who was Forster Kasky, who, by the way, has scored already in the career mode. Let me know if you think I should be playing him when he's out of favour in real life. Like, in career mode, he's on Charlton's books. He is a decent player. He's got good passing and shooting stats. No, don't be doing that, bro. No, don't be doing that, bro. Dylan Phillips collects it. But yes, Forster Kasky and Field and Cullen are 3 players that are going to be rotating. But I'm going to give the priority to, pretty much to Jake Forster Kasky because he's a natural player. Oh, no! Okay, Dylan Phillips collects. So basically, let me know what you think about that in the comments. Lots of things I'm asking you to do in the comments today. Joe Allen in the box, and that is a good save from Dylan Phillips. Let's whack that out to the wing. Lecco picks it up into Forster Kasky, who... Whoa! Forster Kasky has 4-star skill moves? Where the hell has that come from? Unless they've degraded the Ronaldo chop to a 3-star skill move, which would be that'd be big. That's offside, mate. See you later, Gregory. Uh-oh. That's well out from Piercy boy. And here comes... Come on, let's get the better of him. Kaya, well done. Good dog work in the middle. Forster Kasky, come on, that's a foul, ref. Referees are bad on this game. That is one thing I am noticing. Gregory should have squared that. But in the end, another save from Dylan Phillips early on. We are getting a lot of chances against us. We're finding a lot of possession here. But we can't really make much of the possession at the moment. Here comes Kaya. He's looking for an option. There's Lecco, he's definitely an option. Let's do a little dummy. Oh, Oztuma just beat into the ball, but we do have a corner. No, we don't. We have a throw on. Oh, look at this. That's Tyrese Campbell, full of youthful energy and speed. James does really badly, and they've won the ball back again. It's Gregory. Tries to find... That is a great bit of defending by Lockyer. Bang! And wide of Dylan Phillips' post. They are a big attacking threat, Stoke. And look at that from Lee Gregory. Bang! With his left foot. Just wide of the post. Forster Kasky, get out of the frame, bro. You're blocking the viewer's bloody shot. Smith Rowe intercepts beautifully. Let's work our way up the pitch. Come on, Allen. Joe Allen, man. He ain't that strong. Ince fires a ball up the right-hand side. It's now Edwards looking for a crossing opportunity. Dinks it back. Lots of space for Ince. And that is the same player that scored against us in real life, if I remember correctly. 7? No, the number 7 scores a goal, is what I was trying to say, and that is just not ideal, is it? Come on now. Look at that space, first of all for Edwards on the right, then in the box, nobody picking up number 7 in. Why do you not pick up Tom Ince, bro? Why would you not pick up their most dangerous creative player? 1-0 Stoke. Edwards once again up the right hand side. Ben Purrington stabs a toe in there. Somehow my players are not reacting to the buttons I'm pressing, and they've still got the ball with Campbell. Edwards back to Badu, I think that was, and eventually we get the ball away somehow. Here's Oztumer back to the keeper, and Phillips does actually quite well there. Oh, come on, James. Come on, James, man. No, sorry, but this is unacceptable behaviour. Absolutely getting dominated here. Here's James. Let's work an attack. Here is James still running all the way. Lyle Taylor's making the run. Let's feed him. Lyle Taylor in the box with his first goal of the season, surely. Butland actually grabs that. Was that offside? No, it's just half time. Mate, I need to get a hang of shooting. I think I should be finessing less because I believe that the power has increased on the the standard circle shot. So that might be a trick that I'm missing really there. Either way, that was a perfect opportunity to level the scores just before half-time. Those are the scores on the doors at half-time elsewhere in the Championship. And for now, we have an uphill battle. I'm thinking maybe around 60 minutes we might need to change formation because this is not working too well for us and we are getting dominated from by Stoke really here. Stoke are playing some really nice football, very difficult to dispossess, very difficult to break down. Ultimately, just a very hard team to play against. Look at this space. Edwards tries to flick it. Purrington does well. Starts counter-attack possibly here. Smith Rowe. Oh, come on. Bit of hold-up play from Taylor. Kyle back to Taylor. He gets the touch. Now he's got a turn. He's got to find Lecco on this right-hand side. Back to... This is not what I meant to do, but we've got it in the box anyway. It's going to be Lecco. Tries to get the shot. Just not fast enough to beat Jack Butland to the ball. Come on, Charlton. A booking for Joe Allen here and also a double change for the Addicks. I don't know if it's going to show us. It is. There is the little cutscene. As you can see, Chuks Aneke comes on, as does Sam Field. Off the pitch, Oztumer and Jake Forster-Caskey. Let's see if this new formation, which by the way is a 4-2-4, is going to change things for the Addicks. Let's go. Here we go. It's Aneke. And Kyle linking up. Aneke plays it through to Lyle Taylor. It's another chance for Lyle Taylor. Oh, come on. That's a great tackle, to be fair. And I just need to... everything just feels a bit slow. My players are just not reacting to anything very fast at all. Field up to James. James is looking for the run of Lecco. Lecco does brilliantly well to get past everybody really in the box. And Lecco now with the ball and with the goal for Charlton to equalise in the 77th minute. Has to be said... completely against the run of play. I've been playing so badly and don't really deserve this goal. I think, honestly, largely down to the game just making my players feel really sluggish. I don't know what it is. But either way, we get the goal there. And Jonathan Lecco off the mark this season for Charlton. 1 goal in the career mode. Only took him 2 games. 1 goal in real life. Took him about 3, maybe 4. And there is the iconic ponytail manager getting a bit happy about that Jonathan Lecco equaliser, who, by the way, as I said earlier, looks very good. His game face looks very good, it has to be said. Here comes Imbula, who would not be getting a game in real life, I don't think. And that is a good challenge from Kyle. Keeps the ball in and finds a brilliant pass. Lecco. Aneke. Going to hold up the ball here. Not a lot of options. Finally gets it to Lockyer, who's going to fizz the ball right up to Lecco. Oh, look at this. It's Reece James on the turn. It's going to be Lyle Taylor. Busted a gut to get in there, but Reece James doesn't use him. He goes back to Aneke. Aneke's shot too close to the keeper. And we don't get the victory goal. But here comes Sam Field now. And here is Kayal. Here's Aneke. It is Sam Field to Aneke. Aneke shoot. Aneke shoot. Aneke shoot. Aneke finally shoots and the ball trickles into the net in the 89th minute, and that is a very appropriate celebration from Chuks Aneke, to be perfectly honest with you. Look at that flex. He is a fridge freezer, and that is a great goal from the geezer. Look at that. Just couldn't... I say it's a great goal. It actually isn't a great goal by any stretch of the imagination. It's a terrible goal. We had about 4 stabs at it, and eventually we nutmegged Jack Butland, and I think was 2-1 the score in real life. I feel like it was, and I feel like it was Chuks Aneke who got one of the goals. Was it 2-1? I can't remember. I was there. I can't remember what the score was. I know we won. Anyway, chucks an EK off the mark for the season. Super sub. And that is 3 points smashed and grabbed for the Addicks. Well, boys, played absolutely horrendously. Got the 3 points. Like I said just now, a smash and grab result for Charlton. Chucks an EK on the score sheet as well as Jonathan Lecco. And that is a brilliant sign of the character that this team may show throughout the season. And 3 points taken there against the team that, like I said, just won 5-0 to start off their campaign in the league. And that was I want to say a good performance, but really, it wasn't very good. Let's see what the player ratings were like. And just exhale and accept that lovely gift of 3 points there. So Reece James coming in for Chris Solly takes the Man of the Match award. Did he get an assist? He did get an assist. Who's the other assist from? Apparently nobody. Ratings are all in the 6s and 7s. Smith Rowe again had a very average display, but hopefully more to come from him in the future. Actually, everybody did a decent job there according to the FIFA ratings. I would say defensively, like that defence, that back line is fair. Kyle again had a good game. But yeah, do you know what? I suppose that's fair. I suppose that is fair, to be honest. Let's go to our post-match interview, a new feature in FIFA 20. We did our first one last time, and now we have our second one. I wonder if they're going to ask me about Smith Rowe again in this one. Let's have a look now. We walk into the press conference. It's a very Sky/Match of the Day-esque style standing interview. How comes we didn't see Williams today? It isn't easy, but he'll be back soon. Never be too careful. He'll earn his place back. It isn't easy, but he'll be back soon. Never be too careful. Earn his place back. This is difficult. I feel like it isn't easy, but he'll be back soon will be good. Okay, that's done okay for him. It's always tough to watch from the sidelines. Especially a long time back in the game. I'm working out the squad rotation over the next couple of matches and something or other. Yeah, fair play, fair play. It was a very tight match right until the end. Your team managed to score the winner in the last minutes of the match. Luck was on your side. Do you know what? To be fair, sometimes you do need a bit of luck, and that is true. But the player ratings, luck will not be needed next time. I'll say luck will not be needed next time. Yeah, okay, the team didn't mind that, to be fair. They liked that quite a bit. So I think that was probably the correct answer. They got to ask me anything else? Are you pleased with the result? Yeah, I am, really. I am pleased with that result. I'm not going to lie. I'm pleased we won and Charlton react relatively positively to that. Johnny Williams will be back in the team very soon. We'll try and worm him in. But you know what they say, don't change your winning team, so we'll have to see. So we're back in the training drills after that Stoke game. We're back on the training field, and some of you guys were saying training players like Lapsley, Morgan and Bond is a bit pointless because if we get promoted, particularly in the first season, are they really going to be usable? And I think for now, yes. I want to see how far I can take these players. Lapsley, for example, has got a +5 or 6 rating just straight off the bat this season. So he's going to be trained by us. He's going to get natural increases to his overall. And then Morgan is always one who can go up to the 70s. Bon, I don't know. He's a little bit older. I feel like we need to get him up to just be more useful this season first and foremost. But I feel like I'll stick with them for now. Conor Gallagher is obviously the one we're looking at a little bit more long term. And Smith Rowe as well. Should be a very good player in the future and probably can get to that Premier League point for us. But yeah, I think we'll stick with this for now. Like, I have no qualms about the players I'm training right now. Remember as well, we might get some more players in. And by the way, Gallagher getting a B on that training drill and he goes up from a 61 to a 62. Decent. Dramatic late goal from an EK Seals Charlton win. I like this new little news tab on the right hand side there. Let's go over to the office though. We've got some stuff coming through, some scout reports on various players. I'm just working on all this in the background, guys. I don't want to bore you too much with this player, this player, this player. I'll just identify my targets as I normally do. And then once I've identified the target and I actually, that materialises, I will cut to it. But lots of players we're looking at getting in or we're looking at possibly getting in. And look at this, Jason Pearce ready to leave to go to AZ Alkmaar for a fee of 1.4 million. Actually, well, he's not ready to leave, but there's an offer that's come in for him, and it's one that we could consider purely because Jason Pearce is sort of towards the last stages of his career. But due to dynamic player potential, we're going to just ignore it because I don't think that Jason Pearce is really a player you want to be shipping away in your first season. I think he's one of our better players, in fact. And now, guys, we have a game against Southend United of League One in the Cup. So Leeds United for some reason. Southend United are a team that we can probably experiment against. They obviously are a little bit worse than Charlton on FIFA, so I think we can play some of our youngsters, your Lapsleys, your Gallaghers, so I'll figure out the squad and we'll get into the game. So we now have the option to reply when players come through with things like, can I get some chance in the upcoming game? So Albie Morgan, I'm going to put him on the bench, but I'm not going to actually play him. So I wonder if there's an option. I don't want to say you're not in charge. I wonder if I say I'll give you a chance and then put him on the bench and then the sim doesn't bring him on, if that will have a negative impact on him, because I wouldn't want that. I'll say I'll consider it to be safe. He's happy with me saying that, and then Anike says he wants to start because he's been in good form, and I'll say I'll consider it as well, and that makes him happy because I think I will start him ahead of Taylor anyway. So here we go against Southend United away in the Carabao Cup. Now, before I press X to actually advance, I'm just going to let you drink in this starting 11 because, as you know now, when we press advance, it literally skips straight to the end of the match. So if you're confused about that front line, it's Bon on the right wing because FIFA tells me he can play right mid, so it's effectively the same thing. Anike up front by himself where Lyle Taylor would normally be, and then Smith Rowe on the left because I just want him to maybe grab his first goal, just get a good performance in if we do get the win. I'm expecting a decent result here. We are probably, player for player better than Southend, even though we're using effectively our B team here in some positions. Amos gets a chance in goal as well. Oshilaja comes in, Sarr, and we lose on penalties. Wow. Macaulay Bonne with another goal there from the right wing. Kelman got a goal for them in the 9th minute, and eventually it looks like they got a 5-4 win on penalties, which if that happened in 5 penalties, that would have been a poor display from Amos. He wouldn't have saved one of those. So, okay, maybe one less distraction across the course of the season, the Carabao Cup, but again, an opportunity for some money to come in. So, you want to win every game, really, and that's not brilliant. But apparently the form not too badly affected. So, we move on to the next one. Albie Morgan says, guess there's going to be a next time, boss. I'll say, I don't know whether to say don't overreact or it was a tough decision. I think, because it was the right opponent, really. I think I'll say it was a tough decision. Okay, so that makes him, a little bit happier with that. He said, I felt I could have done better in the match against Southend, but thanks for playing me. I'll say, work harder? Work harder? Is that harsh? Oh no, he responds well to that, Anike. He's a good professional, and he took that okay, took that one on the chin. So next up we have a game against Barnsley. I hope we're not too fatigued in certain positions here. I might look at getting a player in before this game, actually. In fact, I think that would be a really good idea. So guys, before I get into an actual transfer, I'm going to set up a youth academy. So we're going to hire a scout here. Let's see what the options are. Wow, we can invest 2.5 million. We can invest 1.2 million. I think that might be the best. Or we can literally 225k here as well, Kirk Hamilton. I think I'm just going to have to stick safe and go with Kirk Hamilton here. I think that's what I did last time in FIFA 19, so we're going to go with it. For now, at least. We'll set up a scouting network, and as popular request has encouraged, I will go over to China as we pray and hope for another Bang Wang, who unfortunately in the FIFA 19 career mode got lost when I bloody overwrited the save file. We'll go for 6 months. A constant stream of players will be nice. I don't think we'll specify the positions because we can do with players everywhere, really. We'll just go ahead with that. We'll set up the scouting network, and that is happening. Kirk Hamilton off to China to find us some lovely youth talent. Good. So it's quite viable that we could get 2 really good attackers in. I've kind of done the maths here. So look at this. Manasseh Mampala, a youngster from Everton. He is valued at £725,000. And then also, of course, the young Mason Greenwood, one of the most highly rated players in the Manchester United Academy, probably the most highly rated at the moment. Supposedly could be better than Rashford. Got very, very good base attributes for somebody who we could grow into a brilliant player. Already 67 rated at 17 years old. And he can play centre forward, right mid and striker, valued only at 1.4 million. So I think this guy is an absolute must. So Mason Greenwood, I think we'll approach to buy him, and hopefully we can get him over the line as soon as possible. And then if we can still get some deals done, we'll look at getting in Manasseh Mampala as well. Wow, straight like that. Literally, that's meant to be Solskjaer. That's meant to be so. They haven't bothered putting Solskjaer in the game, who's been a manager longer than Lampard, and yet Lampard's in the game. First of all, that's weird in itself. Secondly, we have just bought Mason Greenwood for 1.3 million. Can you imagine in real life if that was allowed to go ahead? That would be outrageous, mate. 67 rated, 17 years old. He would be going for around about 15 million, 20 million, something like that, just purely because you'd be buying pure potential. So let's go in and see if we can get an actual contract for this guy. I think he'll be a rotation player. Let's see if he accepts that. He actually looks to be a core part of the playing. Fine, yeah, okay, we'll accept that. And we'll see if we can get something done for him. Let's see. So this guy's got an ambitious goals bonus target, and he doesn't want that much money. In fact, he wants less money than he's on at Manchester United, with a fairly insignificant signing bonus as well. I'm very, very happy for Mason Greenwood to get in the club on those wages. So there we go. Next, we should see, here we go, Mason Greenwood in the Charlton Athletic kit. He's been given the old Carlton Grant number 18. I think that's quite fitting. And Mason Greenwood, who can play in a number of attacking positions for us, does join the Addicks. I'm really excited about that one. That's good. And still around about £2 million in the bank, guys. I'm gonna hold off from any more attacking transfers. I won't buy that Manasseh guy. I think it'd be a great signing, but it might be one too many attackers. It might jeopardise Greenwood and Taylor's playing time if we have to start filling around with like three or four, five strikers if you include Bon and Anike. But anyway, that is going to be as far as I'll take the transfers for this particular episode. I won't make any next episode, and hopefully we don't manage to get up to the end of the transfer window, or we can maybe just end before deadline day or something like that. Here is the team going into this game against Barnsley. We drew this one 2-2 in real life. Shall I stick Greenwood on the bench? I think, actually, I'm going to drop Smith Rowe for a moment and actually put Greenwood on the bench. I could even start the lad ahead of Lecco, but Lecco did score in the last game, so that would be a little bit unfair. So yeah, we'll stick Greenwood on the bench, guys, and we'll get into this game against Barnsley. So we have reverted back to the strongest 11, and Taylor grabs the only goal of the game in a, what looks to be maybe another smash and grab there. 1-0 to Charlton. We take another 3 points in the Championship. We have got to be in the upper echelons of the league right now. Surely we are in the playoff positions, guys. We are 5th out of 24 teams. Sheffield Wednesday currently with 3 wins out of 3, top of the table, and Fulham, Leeds and Nottingham Forest are the only other teams who are above us. Stoke and West Brom, just Stoke actually, the only other team that makes up the rest of the top 6 with us. Let's go over to some more training. Shall we maybe worm Smith Rowe and Greenwood onto here now? Over who though? Maybe I'll get Bon up to like a 60. I'll get Morgan up to like a 60 as well, and then we'll start looking at Smith Rowe and Greenwood as well. Oh, Smith Rowe's already on there, so I'm actually talking a little bit of nonsense. But we'll also worm Greenwood onto here somehow. Again, I'm not sure who to drop, but it will probably be one of Morgan or Bon. Anyway, let's simulate these, see if anybody goes up. Smith Rowe and Bon going up. His finishing going up, Macaulay Bon, sorry, and he is up to a 60 now. 63 finishing, still not brilliant for a striker, but okay for a sort of young striker. He still needs to be a bit better. Smith Rowe, though, 66 rated, starting to become a decent Championship rating at that rate. And also very, very young. Plenty of time for him to grow up into a sort of mid-70s player. I'm hoping we can get him to at least 70 rated this season. And the team's already looking a lot stronger than it was when we started this career mode. We have a final game here against Nottingham Forest. I think I will take the risk and sim this. I know they've been doing well. Look at Nottingham Forest, they're above us in the league. But we're on a bit of good form. Lyle Taylor wants to go to Copenhagen. He doesn't. I keep saying it like that. Lyle Taylor has, there's been interest in him from FC Copenhagen. I'm going to ignore that. And Jason Pearce's previous transfer offer from some team or other has been retracted. Now, no point changing a winning team. I think we're just going to go straight away in. Actually, let's give Greenwood a game. Let's give Greenwood a game. Let's stick him on the right wing and then get into this game to end things off against Nottingham Forest. Are we going to win? I don't know, really. I don't really know if the sim's going to fancy us, but we'll find out. The sort of early episodes of this series are also to get a flavour of how well Charlton are rated on the sim and stuff like that. But here we go. We've filled it out the strongest team we possibly can, really. We get a 2-1 win, another 3 points. Rafa Mir grabbing a goal for Nottingham Forest and goals from Ben Purrington. Love how they've done that, considering he scored a couple of goals towards the back end of last season. Wonder if they've considered that. And then Lyle Taylor getting another goal in the league to give us the 2-1 victory. That's really good. That's really good going, to be fair. We are now third in the league on joint points with Fulham and Sheffield Wednesday. Lads, this is going to be a very successful career mode if we keep this kind of form up. Let's have a look at the calendar and see if we're going to be able to end deadline day next episode. So we'll have 2 games here. So next episode we will have a game against Brentford and we will have a game against Reading, which will take place on transfer deadline day. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to not record there. I'm going to pause it there and I'm going to not record after I film this episode. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to upload this video and then you guys can let me know, should I carry on signing players or should I stick to the squad that I've got? I've already signed, I think it's 3 players. We've signed Greenwood. We've also signed James on loan and I have also signed Smith Rowe, the winger from Arsenal as well. I don't believe I've signed anyone else. No, so it's just the 3. So I've already broken my rule of 2. But like I said, the reason I've done that is because nobody seemed that fussed in the comments. But guys, please do comment down below. Shall I keep signing players? I'll probably be able to make one more signing. Let me know down below. And if you do decide in the vast majority that I should, I will continue signing players. I'll probably sign 1 player. I haven't worked out which position yet. Maybe a striker, maybe somewhere else. But we'll work that out in the next episode, guys. So yeah, comment that down below. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching once again. I hope you are enjoying the series, by the way. It's a lot of fun to record. But yeah, see you guys next time, and sweet.